An actuary engaged by the London Times calculated the probability of a specific group of Kennedy assassination witnesses dying within a 3-year window. For 18 witnesses to die within that timeframe, they found the odds were a staggering 1 in 100,000 trillion. These were not natural deaths. Causes included gunshot wounds, brutal cutthroats, sudden heart attacks, or even karate chops. This 3-year window of high mortality opened immediately following the murders of President Kennedy and Lee Harvey Oswald. This astronomical figure serves as the foundational premise of the investigation, that the deaths of so many connected individuals were not a series of tragic coincidences. Welcome to the Bookish Breakdown. This is the premiere of our Silent Witnesses series, where we are diving into the chilling revelations found in the book Hit List by Richard Belzer and David Wayne. To build a case for a cover-up based on statistics, we have to ensure the initial mathematics from the London Times can withstand modern scrutiny. When the authors of Hit List brought in quantitative experts to re-examine the data, they actually found that the original 1 in 100,000 trillion estimate was technically incorrect. However, even with the error corrected, the revised math provides a verified statistical baseline that is just as alarming as the original claim. The experts began with a verified pool of 1,400 material witnesses who were connected to the assassination. They narrowed the focus to calculate the probability of seeing at least 15 unnatural deaths within that specific group over a single year. The updated calculation resulted in a 1 in 167 trillion chance. A 167 trillion to 1 shot is more than just unlikely. In a population this size, such an outcome is mathematically prohibitive. While the raw numbers are significant, the authors argue that the specific, strategic timing of these deaths is even more revealing. The first major spike in witness fatalities occurred during 1964 and 1965. This timeframe aligns perfectly with the investigation of the Warren Commission. The implication is that witnesses holding potentially damaging information were being eliminated precisely when they were likely to be called to testify. Moving forward to 1977, the data shows a second, even more dramatic increase in witness mortality. This second spike occurred as the government reopened the investigation through the House Select Committee on Assassinations, or HSCA. This correlation between official government inquiry dates and the sudden rise in witness deaths points to a reactive, targeted pattern rather than a random statistical event. We can see this pattern in detail by looking at the fate of 6 high-level FBI officials. Every one of these officials was intimately connected to the original JFK investigation files. All 6 of them died within the same 6-month window in 1977. These deaths occurred right as they were slated to give sworn testimony before Congress. It appears that the closer a witness got to the stand, the lower their life expectancy dropped. If we evaluate the entire 14-year period following the president's death, the numbers become even more incomprehensible. Quantitative experts identified a minimum of 70 unnatural deaths within the group of 1,400 witnesses during that time. The calculated probability of this occurring by chance is 1 in 714 million trillion. To give that number context, it is actually greater than the estimated number of stars in the entire known universe. Based on this mathematical landscape, software developer Richard Charnan concluded that these scores of convenient witness deaths simply cannot be attributed to coincidence. For the authors of Hit List, these statistics form the bedrock of their investigation, suggesting a coordinated effort was made to silence those with knowledge of the assassination. In our upcoming episodes, we will look past the raw data to examine the human stories and the tragic events behind these numbers. We will be back very soon for episode 2, where we examine the decoy, the setup, and the final moments of Officer J.D. Tippit. Thank you so much for watching our video and joining us for this first look into the mathematics of murder. If you found these statistics as shocking as we did, please gently tap that like button and subscribe to our channel, The Bookish Breakdown, for more educational videos like this. We will see you very soon for episode 2.